welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on a strawberry cake. We're making a strawberry cake for a strawberry cheesecake crunch cake. That's what we're doing. So today is all about baking everything the day before, and then the next day we're going to put the cake together. Now, I'm not doing this video from scratch. I wanted to come on here and show you a really quick, easy way to bake up your cake and your cheesecake and stuff. The cheesecake is from scratch, but the cake is not from scratch. So I can do a from scratch strawberry cake as well, but for the sake of this video, I'm doing something very quick because this is a cake that's needed for tomorrow. So I'm going to use Duncan Hines, or you can use Pillsbury, whichever one you have, whichever one you prefer, you can use that. We're going to put, and I'll list the ingredients down below for you guys as well. And one more thing, let me get this out of the way because I always forget. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the upload for me. And if you're returning back to my channel, thank you guys for tuning in with me today. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. I'll be sure to respond to them at the end of the video. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and mix up your wet ingredients. I'm using 2 sticks of butter. You can also use oil in place of your butter if you don't have it. If you use butter, you can use it like this and mix it up, or you can melt it down if you prefer. If you decide to melt the butter, then I would suggest waiting until the butter cools down before you start mixing it in your cake, because you don't want to cook your eggs. I'm not going in any particular order, but this is normally how I do my cakes. I always start mixing the butter and sugar and stuff first, but in this case I'm not adding any sugar. I'm using the cake box.
Okay, you guys, so for the rest of this video, for a light video, you will just be seeing me mix up the ingredients. So if you are following me here in this video, just go ahead and follow me step by step. If you're just watching so you can get the steps, then do that too. If you have any questions, put them down below. I'll respond to them. I'm going to separate them into a bowl. You're going to see me move the bowl off to the side, and then I'll bring my small bowl in front of me, cracking the eggs in the bowl. And the reason you want to crack your eggs in a bowl is because you want to make sure you don't have any blood coming out of those eggs, because that is just unsanitary. So that's why I do that. And then after that, I'm going to put it into the bowl with the dry eggs. right here, you guys, I'm going to pour in my box cake. I realized that my box cake wasn't in the bowl, and I was thinking as if I was making this from
My bad.
scratch, and I'm not
Now
making
I'm
it
going
from
to take
scratch.
our strawberry
Now I'm
gelatin
going to go
flavor.
ahead and grab my strawberry gelatin because I'm just going to go ahead and get everything mixed into the bowl.
I am using,
Just like
I
you would
have
bake the
a
cake from the back of the
3 ounce
box,
box here.
I'm just going to start putting
Yeah, we're going
everything
to
into the
use.
bowl because this is not a from scratch cake.
Put that in there. Now I don't like to taste that box type like cake. So, doing these extra steps that I'm doing here, strawberry jello, it makes it more moist to the cake. And the 5 eggs and adding some vanilla to it, some more flavor. You can do vanilla or you can do strawberry flavor if you have it, whichever one you prefer. Today in this video, I am using regular vanilla. Alright, now I'm going to start back mixing this up. Oh, also, I want to share with you guys. Actually, no, I said that when I'm doing a from scratch video. I'm going to add another egg as I'm mixing this in. Also, I want to prepare my milk. And I'm using heavy whipping cream, 1 cup. And I'm going to put my tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, I'm sorry, my teaspoon of vanilla. And I just pour that in my milk. Alright. And I'm going to turn everything back on to finish mixing. You just want to mix all of this up until everything is incorporated. You don't want to overmix your cake. Alright? Alright. So now I'm just going to scrape down the sides of my bowl. Smells so good, y'all. Now, I'm going to tell you some optional things you can do here. You can put in 1/4 cup of sour cream into this batter if you like. And you can put in 1/2 cup of flour, which is what we're going to do.
So right here, we're going to add in 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour into the mixture. And this is just so it do not taste like the box cake. So this is just another baker's hack for you guys.
I just realized I left that out. So, sorry about that, y'all. Y'all was like, why is she doing that? I did leave that out, and that's my bad. But when you're doing cakes, you always end with flour anyways. So, and we use one box cake, and I use the Pillsbury one. I'm sorry, not Pillsbury, Duncan Hines used. I use one box of strawberry jello, half a cup of flour, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 2 sticks of butter, 5 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and that's about it. I brought everything to room temperature. No ingredient came straight out of the fridge. I like to have everything room temperature when I do my cakes. Now, I'm using 8x2 round cake pans, and I'm going to measure 3 cups for my pans. Now, let me tell you about the filling of the cups. You can do, if you have an 8x2 round, you can sometimes do 4 cups. It depends on your cake, but it will rise a little bit more. So, for 8x2 round cake pans, you want to put 3 cups, and I'm going to use my measuring cup to do that. I'm going to put 3 cups in one 8x2 round cake pan. If you have 8x3, the deeper pans, let me see if I can show you one. Like this is a 6x3, the deeper pans. Next to the 8-inch round, see how shallow this is versus the larger one? So yeah, when you use the 8x3, you want to use 4 cups. That way, because that cake is going to rise, and when you do an 8x2, you do 3 to 3.5 cups. For me, that's what works for me. You can try it on your own and see how many cups work for you. Now let's move on to the pans. So I took some parchment paper and I cut a circle out for my pans like that. And I'm going to use pan baking spray because this always works for me. But I'm going to take my paper out first and spray my pans down. Make sure I get the around the sides. Alright, and I put my paper back in. And there you have it. Now we're going to fill up our measuring cup. Now I could do this with a scale, but I like doing it with the measuring cup. So for those of you who's good with the scale, hey, more power to you. Do it with the scale. Now this batter will be thick. And see, this is 2 cups now. And you want to just spread that around in your pan. And I'm going to do 1 more cup real quick. Okay, 3 cups. We're going to fill up our other pan with 3 cups as well. And I'm just pushing from the middle. We're not pushing, but spreading it around with my spatula like you see here. Making sure that I'm going to give it a shake and 3 taps. All right. Let's do the next one. Okay, so we got our other pan here. Alright, now I just kind of eyeball to make sure I hit all the spots because I don't need my cake stuck to the pan. And I just give it a tap on my counter. Make sure that's 2 cups. Now pour that batter into the pan.
Been talking about that since I was little.
Fill it up one more time.
Not since Erica came there.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. So we're on day 2 with making the strawberry cheesecake crunch cake. So I have my first layer of cake here cut. I cut the top off of it. Now I'm going to cut the second part, the second layer off. I'm going to take that out of the pan, the pan. And I just took mine straight out of the refrigerator, so I just go on the sides of my cake. To release it. Be careful not to scrape the side of your cake. Give it a few taps until you can release it from the pan. I just flip it back over. And now I'm going to cut off this top part because I don't need it. I'm just eyeballing it, making sure I have it at the right level I want it.
Dream life.
Up some to a number 5.
with the 6, I think this was 6 inch or 8 inch I was doing that day. But between with the, yeah, this was an 8 inch. So the 8 inch I had, as you see me icing in there, and the 10 inch was under it, which is what I kept under it, as you see here. And for that reason, because the cake sat on that board, and then that 10 inch acts as a border for me to ice it on the board, because once I was done with the cake, you couldn't ice in anything because the cake was on that 8 inch. So what I did was I ended up taping that board down, but it wasn't staying for me. So I picked the board up and I added a little icing underneath the board between the two boards, and then it stayed for me then.
Dream life.
And set your cake on your board. Now we're going to create a dim
Dreamlifebeats.com.
so we can put in a filling. And this icing, this thick icing, is just shortening and sugar, meringue powder, and clear vanilla extract.
Dream life. Dreamlifebeats.com. Dream life.
Then I'm going to take my strawberry pastry filling.
Dreamlifebeats.com.
But before I do that, where is my I'm gonna put a little of buttercream in the middle.
Dream life. Dreamlifebeats.com.
Okay guys, so you're gonna see me pretty much finish this video. Sorry I had to cut it short, but pretty much layering the cake, and that's about it. So I'd like to thank you all for tuning in with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Newbies and oldies, thank you guys for tuning back in and supporting my channel. Until next time, you guys enjoy that cake and have fun making it and eating it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.
Dreamlifebeats.com.